I'm Ashura Eustaquio, and we have breaking news from Charlotte's Miss Charlotte.
Hello, I'm Charlotte James Smith, and now we're here with two people from the past. First question, why were you guys fighting when we picked you guys up?
We were participating in Shay's rebellion.
What's Shay's rebellion?
Shay's rebellion is an absurd excuse to rebel against our government. What happened was that our courts decided to take away the farms that people can't make different, such as, pardon me, but he didn't explain the whole story. The government was desperate for money after the war, and they decided to take that money from the farmers because eventually the money started to lose its value, and because of the loss of value, we weren't able to sell our crops anymore because money was useless.
It was a constitution at the time.
The Articles of Confederation,
Or you thought the government?
they have made many hard decisions, and many people
And where did this revolution take place?
in Massachusetts.
Okay, and when did this war take place?
We were currently fighting in 1786.
Could you please give us some cons of the government?
I would be glad to.
Sorry, Marianne, but I meant him.
Well, I believe our government was perfect the way it is.
That's not what I asked.
Well, they did have some cons, like giving us little to no power.
Such as?
Such as power to tax, the power to control trade, and the power to make people join our army. Without tax, we can't pay the countries who lended us money, and we can't pay back the soldiers who fought in the Revolutionary War.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Now, Marianne, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Give me some pros of the government at the time.
Well, not too long ago, we set up the Ordinance of 1785, which enabled us to be able to survey and sell the lands north of the Ohio River.
So, who was this war against? Oh, okay. Has any other decisions been made under the Articles of Confederation?
Yes, the 3/5 compromise.
And what does that consist of?
The 3/5 compromise settled the disputes between the southern and northern.
What would that consist of?
It would settle disputes between the northern and southern states.
Okay, but how would that settle disagreements?
For every 5 slaves, 3 of them would count to the population.
Why would you want your guys' slaves to be counted towards your population?
Because the articles came up with the solution so they could create a better voting system. So whoever had the most people in the state would gain more power.
So you basically have the same voting system as you have right now, right?
Yep.
So have you guys ever thought of going over the Articles of Confederation?
Yes, we are currently trying to hold a convention to go over the Articles of Confederation, see how we can adjust them to settle this rebellion.
A convention? Like Comic-Con?
No, what I believe he means is holding a meeting for us to go over the government.
Okay. Next question. Why did you make the government so weak?
We were worried about putting too much power in the hands of the government.
Okay, and how long would you think this rebellion will go on for?
Not too long, as it is calming down.
Okay, and final question. How would you guys consider a good way to solve this issue?
I believe this issue could be easily resolved by re-examining the Confederation Articles and by going through it and creating a new government that would listen to the people.
I hate to admit it, but she's somewhat correct. After all, our government would like the input of the people, and we deserve the patience that we deserve. After all, we are a new country.
Thank you, Marianne and James. And this has been Charlie James Smith.
And this is Alice Miller at Sun News signing off. Bye! Thank you, Alice and Charlotte, for that wonderful interview.